Hi, hello. Today we are going to talk about a secret way of doing really amazing cat's cradle, the strangest of all figures. First, we have to understand very briefly what is a cat's cradle figure. This will take only a minute or less. Once we understand the structure of a cat's cradle figure, we can make some unusual takings. This is a structure of a cat's cradle. One string, two strings, three strings. So three strings in one side and three strings in the other side. Only this. Two strings for a crossing and a parallel for passing the crossing. And by this, all cat's cradle figures are made. And without this structure, it's difficult to have a cat's cradle figure. Here it's the same. One parallel, one for the crossing, one for the crossing and the other for the crossing. So one crossing, two strings, and one parallel, and two strings for one crossing. This is the structure of a cat's cradle figure and the way to use to properly be used. Now let's go to the secret. Now we must understand what is the secret. All figures that we take from cat's cradle opening, wherever we make the classical sequences or whatever we do the free playing and start to make real strange ways to take, all the figures they have a certain structure that will not change much, although the techniques change, but because the structure, the geometrical structure of the figure is almost more or less the same, sometimes we get strange figures, but they are not the strangest. So how do we bypass that problem? We have to make a different opening. And we must make a different opening for all strange figures that we want to do. How is that possible? Yes, it is possible. We do a mess. That's right, a mess. You have here the string. Now you turn it, and we pass some of these into the middle of this, random. And then we open. And here you have a mess. We have a mess here. This is a mess. So each time, why do we need a mess? Because we cannot control it. If we make a figure for opening, we can control it. Even if we do the three circles, the three loops, or the three strands, we still have the same structure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We can do a false crossing here, and we have an opening. Boom! See? This is an opening. But even this opening, we still have control. A little control, not much control, because we don't know which strings we are going to combine. But the possibilities are a few, but not infinite. But if we do a mess, we can never make a mess the same two times, although we use more or less the same principle to do it. Here you have. This is an interesting figure for opening. Of course, we can arrange it. Look. Oh, I don't believe. Amazing, right? Well, this is exactly what we want to run away from. So, let's do it again. This time the mess was not mess enough. Wow, that's impressive. Cat's Cradle is a thing that can surprise us. Alright, that one not. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, this one seems okay. So what we have here? A mess, and we don't know what we have. We have not idea, and even if we do, we cannot make it again. So this is the secret for making figures, strange figures. But this is the first secret. There are other secrets. Now, I must make a small observation here. This is too much radical. We don't want to control the opening figure, so it is radical and it is difficult. You do this 10 times and perhaps you will find one time with a good figure. The others are attempts. So this is like tracking, animals to the house of the animal. I was when I was young, 23, 24 years, I was a forest ranger, and for protecting the animals, one need to be a good tracker, and to track an animal to his home, where he has his little ones, we need patience, day after day. One day we see one thing here, the other there, and start making a circle until we have the house. For protecting it, of course. So, in here is the same thing. We are tracking, and tracking is patience, and patience. No rush. We have to take our time. So what do we do here? The first thing, we have here a crossing, very obvious. And here we have another crossing, very obvious. And here another one. So we have to choose. We take one crossing, and now we take the other crossing. And now here is the part where that explanation that I have given to you of what is a cat's cradle figure is important. We have two strings, but now see how many strings we have in the middle. Many. Usually 4, but sometimes more. So what we do is the second part of the secret. Actually, it is a technique for taking out strange figures with impressive amount of strings. Is the ignoring strings. So we are going to make this taking out exactly in a cat's cradle way, ignoring the other strings. But pay attention. You can argue, why bother to all this confusion if we are going to ignore them and make a cat's cradle taking? Well, the figure has to be different, but not much different. That's important. We want to see if these strings, if they combine together randomly without our control. But we still have to control some parts, or else we will never have a cat's cradle figure. We'll have only this, and this is not a figure. This is nothing. It's a mess. So let's begin by the nearest. So I have here the nearest. I'll take this from the nearest. I've lost the crossing. I don't know exactly where is the crossing. But in this case, I can take any crossing. I'm going to pass under this. Now in here, we can use some tricks. Well, I want this one. This in the hands is more easy than here. Now, with a little lucky, those strings are bounded. If they are not bounded, it's bad for us. Let's see. Aha, they are bounded. All right. You see it? We were lucky. Because if these loops, you can see these loops here, if they were not connected and were gone apart, we have nothing to work. All right, we have here a figure. You see, it's stable. But it is an amazing figure? No, not yet. It is a base so we can work, but it is already something. This is not a mess because it's stable, and you see, look at the loops inside. They do not collapse. So this is a figure. Ugly figure. Ugly. Yes, it is ugly, but it is a figure. So now we have to be very careful. Now it's time to be very careful. The time of random, the random part, the wild part is over. Now we have to try to achieve a figure like, with a structure much like a figure, like a string figure and like a cat cradle figure, but with an amazing appearance. So now we have to try to control it. In the beginning, we need to let it go wild, the wildest as we can allow. But now we have to control it. Now there is here a very interesting loop. You see it's a round loop. It comes from here, and then it comes to here. Now if we can maintain this structure, this is not manipulating. Manipulating, for instance, is this, to take this out, or to do this or something like that, and then to take it out. But in here I'm not manipulating. I am just opening it. So in the trying of understand it, this circle is very rare. Very rare, I can tell you. I've never saw a circle like this. Very rare. Sometimes there are little circles, but a circle of this dimension, look, complete circle, under itself. Well, how am I going to take this? Good question. There is no secrets for this part. So you pay attention. This is a secret technique. Yes, it's a secret, but it is not a miracle. It has its problems. I don't know what to do here, because I'm extremely afraid to lose that circle. Well, I could manipulate the figure. Actually, I could manipulate it. But this is important. This is important. But I can undo this and stay only with those ones. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad choice. Because this circle, apparently he needs this string to open it. You see this string here opens it. Aha. This circle here is bad, but okay, well, I have here a crossing. You see this crossing? We have to look for the obvious crossings, and I have here, well, it's not exactly a crossing because it is with a circle, but this here is. So you see here we have to be very careful in choosing. Very careful. I don't know if the machine really sees this. Oh yes, you can see a crossing here and a crossing here. Well, let's try it. This time I'm not going to do the secret. I'm going to bring it through the middle. So I'll pass under all, or no, I pass only under that one and leave one. No, because you see the circle is made with this one. Where's the circle is here. Okay, I'm going to take only from this one and this one under this one. Alright, and try not to destroy that circle. Let's find it out. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh, I lost everything. Oh no no no. I lost the circle. It's perhaps here. It's perhaps here, still here, but it is not. Oh, I lost it. Well, I can tell you this happens a lot. We have a figure that we believe in it and say, oh, great figure is going to come, and suddenly nothing. Ah, what a big pity. No, well, I'm going to take out by the sides and try to bring it through the middle, try to open this circle. Let's find it out. Ah, now I have a huge problem. A figure that does not open. Well, it is not a figure, it's a mess, but a mess that does not open is worse than a mess that opens. I was not able to do it. I was not able to do it. So here I have to do this, the secret that I've told you. I choose just one crossing, I choose this crossing, and I choose this crossing, and I'm going to take only, because I have two, so I'm going to pass only under one and here under one. Let's find it out. Alright, that's not bad. I still have here some parts of the circle. This kind of structure, actually, it is called a generator. This can generate figures. Now you see the difference between this is not a figure. Why? Because it does not have here a string, and it has here one string but not in here. Although here, well, is more or less, it's here. So this one, although it does not collapses, but it is not a string figure. It's not a cat's cradle figure. The other one that we saw, it was a figure, ugly one, but it was a figure. Now, we still have the circle here. Take a good look. It's still here. The circle is here. I don't know how I can hold it. So, I have no idea. Have to be lucky. Have to be lucky. Have to be lucky here. So I'm going to. You saw it, right? I didn't come to the center. All right. All right. You see what is a figure? This is a figure. It's already a figure. You see the difference? It's a lot. We have to recognize what is a string figure and what is a mess. Of course, there is here a part that is a mess, but in this, you have a lateral structure, and you have sides. So now we have to try to undo this mess. Let's try it. Okay, we have a crossing here. And we are going to try to take this crossing here. We are going to turn this only. You see, I'm not going to pass it. I just insert the fingers and turn it. Okay? Try that. Oh. 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 Well, alright. I have here a strange figure. Here again a strange figure. Although it is not beautiful. It is quite strange. Can I manipulate this figure? This time we have to think about it, right? Look, small manipulation here and a small manipulation here. Alright. Alright. It is a figure. Now, take a good look at this figure. It was impossible that in string cat's cradle we took a figure like this. If we took the standards. Impossible, right? And although it is different, it still has a cat's cradle appeal. You see these two here and these two here? It's the usual, more or less the usual. So let's take because we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's try it. Let's try it. Oh. It is a figure, okay. It is a figure, but we lost the generator. We lost the marvel. We want to achieve a marvel figure, and we lost it. This is a normal figure. We do figures like this in the free cat's cradle all the time. So I lost it. I lost the generator of an amazing figure. There is no amazing figure. Okay, I'm going to destroy it and to begin again. Let's see if I do it fast this time without much talking, because the video is finishing fast. I've already told you everything. If you take a good look and pay attention, everything I'm going to do is exactly the same as I've done. So, alright, one crossing here, one crossing here. Let's try and find the middle here. Alright, take a good look. Oh, wait a second. Alright, this is more likely a strange figure. Let's hear something, let's hear something, let's hear something. This can generate something. Now again, you must be very careful, or I will destroy it. Alright, how am I going to take this without destroying it? Have a middle here, have a middle here, outside middle, not exactly a middle, two crossings. Well, I'm going to try something risky, but in these techniques everything is risky. So I have here one crossing with one parallel. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to choose here random 1 and pass it under, and let's see what happened. Only one. So this is a secret. I pass only under 1. Aha, they bound together. Alright, this is a figure. Okay, okay, it's not yet the marvel, the beauty that I promise. So I cannot control it. It's impossible to control it. And this time I'm going to leave to bring it to the middle as much as I can. Alright. Okay, we have something here. Can I manipulate it? I have only one string here and I have 2 here. Oh, but if I manipulate it, okay. Let's leave it in the middle. Alright. Still the same. Aha, I'm going to try to bring it through the middle again. Maybe it is complicating too much. Ooh, look at this. Wait a second. This is more what we want. Although there are many crossings here. Wow. Well, strange, alright, but it is not beautiful. And beauty is fundamental here. So what do I do here? What do I do here? I have to choose again. To pass this only under 1. And to pass, I don't know. I'm going for a false crossing here. And only 1 under. Right? Right? Alright, this is here, but I will do it like this. So it was not exactly how it was. Well, we have potential. We are very near. We are very near something. Or nothing. Let's see. Let's see. A random crossing here. The random crossing here. And let's bring it no fear. And I'm doing. Huh? Huh? Oh no. Oh no, we lost everything. Oh. Well, I'm going to tell you. I told you, you do 10 times, maybe you find one. Well, in 9 times you have good potential, but the figure will not made is not made. Let's find out if it's still here somehow. No, it's not here. This is the usual figures from the free playing of Cat's Cradle, so we have to begin again. Let's try very fast. To do this is important. Without this, we don't reach a mess, and even here, sometimes we don't have it. Alright, I have it here. No fear. Only one. I took more than one there, but it is okay. We have something here. Have something. What is this? Oh, alright, what is this? What is this? What is this? Alright, we have a figure here. Strange one. It is not beautiful. Have to make false crossings here. Try to come to the center. Now I have come to the center of all, because it was collapsing. It was beginning too much simplest. It was simpler and it cannot be. So here, to make the secret, pass only under one, and to see if those bound together in the middle. Well, they bound, but not much. Although it is more or less a figure. You see the same type of the other figure that we made in the